Okay, this is going to be the start of a new type of video series I'm doing, which is just a continuation of me learning piano. But I think this is going to be more in the spirit of what I initially intended these videos to be, which is really a reflection upon my learning and being open and basically learning in public. I'm a big believer that continuous progress, daily practice can allow anyone to do anything. We often seek big goals, but we don't put in the work to get them, myself included. So this is my attempt to capture my progress, reflect on it on a weekly basis, and share my progress with the world, and hopefully my future self as I become an expert pianist. I'll be clear, I recorded this video once in its entirety, but I kept calling these pieces songs, and my piano teacher gets really frustrated when I call something a song, and rightfully so. These aren't songs; these are pieces. Um, and I just thought that was funny and reflects some of the learning that I'm doing right now. So my intention is to kind of go through, tell you what I've been learning this past week, show you. I'll give it a shot. I'll run through it. I'll probably make mistakes on the way through, but I want to tell you what I'm learning, kind of the struggles I've had, and go through each of the pieces I've been learning and attempt to play them. Um, this has been a good week so far because I got to learn two pieces that I really like, Prelude and Arabesque, while I'm also working through this kind of beginner piano book. So I'll start with Prelude, which has been a great song for peace. This has been a great piece for learning sight reading and knowing where to move my hand based off where the notes are on the sheet music. And that's what I'm really starting to learn and continually struggle at, but get better at, is immediately know when I see a note where I need to place my hand, etc. Seems basic, but it's important. It's also been good on the pedal. Pedal has been something I struggle with. I try and get the timing exactly right, like right when I press the note. Turn this on. Right when I press the note, I try and time my pedal, my sustain, like at the same exact time. But it's really not how you're supposed to use the pedal. And my piano teacher has really been trying to instill this in me, that I press the note first and then lift my foot and press it down again. And that's been hard to drill through my brain. I continually make mistakes at it, and you'll see my body kind of tenses up, and I do a little shift as I'm playing the piece. So look for that, and it's really important in Prelude. So let me give it a shot. So let's go. So that's my kind of current progress on this piece. Definitely doing pretty well at the beginning section. I start to struggle at this bottom half. You'll see that I pause as I try and look at where the note is and consciously process this information and then reflect my hands on the keyboard. And that's where I'm struggling, is just starting to intuitively know and know how to move my hands and position them the right way. And that just takes practice. I've practiced a lot through these top bars, these bottom bars not so much. And actually, my assignment for this next week is to play the full second page as well. So I have to really slow down my tempo, just work my way slowly through these songs, or through this piece, and I think I could do it. There's a bottom section here on this piece that is a little bit more difficult. I'm anxious and excited to get to it. But this piece overall, I really enjoy. It sounds really beautiful. I'm excited to be able to play it in its entirety. And yeah, I think I'm making good progress here. The next piece was really important for me to learn. I had to really use a metronome to learn it. And you do my left hand, do my right hand, do them separately, and then blend them together at the end. And it's a piece out of a beginner's piano book, or like I think an intermediate beginner, advanced beginner, which I think is near the level where I'm at now. It's fun to play. It's pretty straightforward. I tend to make a few mistakes, but I think I can get it the first try. We'll see. This, similar to a prelude, is all about blending the notes together, about slurring them together without the pedal. So let's see. So yeah, that song, that piece is pretty fun to play. I actually missed a note on the fourth bar, but I don't think you probably noticed it, just me playing too fast. It was good for left-right-handed independence, good practicing on a metronome. I'm playing it way faster than I was able to even last Sunday. Last Sunday I was trying to play this piece and it was boggling my mind. Because the left and right hand are doing very completely different things. One's playing broken chords, and the other one is playing the melody, which is pretty common, but that's when one hand is playing the chords, the other hand's playing the melody, has always been difficult for me to learn in each new piece that I play. It's still not intuitive to me. I can't improvise doing that. My brain wants to bring my hands together and have them do the same exact thing. I don't know what it is. So that piece is pretty straightforward. I'm not practicing that one anymore. I'm actually moving on to the next one, which is a variation of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I'll be learning that piece this week, in addition to continuing to learn Arabesque, which is a really awesome piece. Sounds really, really cool, especially when someone's playing it professionally. I'll post a link on this video so you could hear what it's supposed to sound like, because I definitely don't play it at the tempo that professionals play it at, but it sounds awesome. I love how this piece sounds. So let me give it a shot. I don't play this beginning section yet until I can play the full thing. That's the instruction of my piano teacher. So let's go. And this one, this one's all about staccato. So the other ones are about slurring notes together. This is about staccato, which is about really quick note playing. I don't know how you actually describe this. Probably look that up. But it's just very different. So let's go. That piece is definitely a long ways from perfection, but I really enjoy playing it. And once again, my hands are moving up and down the piano. Really good for understanding how to position my hands and put them in a place where I'm ready for the next note and really prepare for what I need to do next, which is all about practicing the song continuously and just doing it slowly. Even at the beginning of this week, I could not play this at all. There's some chord transitions I was having real difficulty with. Which there's a lot of chords in this song. Or there's this one. So this one was really hard for me. I just had to continually do what I was just doing for almost, I think, 10-20 minutes a day as I was trying to learn this piece. But yeah, generally really good progress. Same with Arabesque. I need to learn this back page, which is something completely different than what you just heard. But clearly I have a lot to work to do on the front pages of both Prelude and Arabesque. So just continue my progress with those pieces and learning this variation of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I'm also continuing to use this book about piano or keyboard theory, basically music theory, learning my scales, understanding intervals, everything you need to know about basic music theory. Because at least that's what I told my teacher I need to start doing next, or she told me, is I need to start understanding music theory and learning how to play my scales, using that for warm up, because that's when you start getting to the next level of piano, when you're not only just reading sheet music and playing what you see, but you're starting to understand the patterns and trends and how the composer made the song, transitioning between different scales, chords on different scales, etc. Because then it becomes, I don't know if it's easier, but you start to understand what you're playing, and understand what the composer put together in each piece. And that's where you start to, I think, get to the next level. I'm hoping to get to the next level. And I know a few scales. I know I know C major, of course, and G major, and I could play those scales pretty well for warm up. But learning these warm up exercises, learning the full kind of circle of fifths, I think it's called. But really, but at the level I'm at now, like I'm still using these note cards, which is just about understanding how to read sheet music effectively and be able to see something and immediately know where to put my hands. So still a long ways to go, but it's day 137, I believe, and I'm making continuous progress, continuing to get better, continuing to elevate to more complicated pieces with different variations and different skill sets. She gave me a new warm-up exercise, and funny thing is, my piano teacher said, I think I'm the first student that's learning Prelude, still in this kind of beginner book, and also learning Arabesque. She said it's a weird variation, but because of the skill level I'm at, where I'm good at some things, bad at other things, she thinks it's right, and I just got to keep practicing. And so we'll see how I do next week. And I hope this new format is a little bit more enjoyable. It's more enjoyable and easier for me to film because I'm not trying to perfect everything. I'm just showing you. And I'll still post when I have perfected a piece and want to present it, where I'll have list dialogue and I'll just play the piece. So thanks everyone for watching. I look forward to seeing everyone next week and hope you enjoy watching my progress. Thanks.